Hello, my friend Terry Petrovic here. I did a survey the other day and just reached out to people and asked them about some courses that they would get the most benefit from. And it's below probably 3 or 4 posts. You can check that out for yourself. But basically, the question was, would you prefer to do a mindset, have a mindset course that you would benefit from, or would you benefit more from a social media engagement course, or would you benefit from a recruiting course? Because I'm actually working on all 3 of those courses right now. You know, I've been in the network marketing profession for over 25 years now. Absolutely love it. It's changed my life. It can change your life too, if and only if you have some skills in place. And I think the number 1 skill you really need is people skills. It's how do you communicate? If you've never read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, I would highly encourage that. I went through that course, gosh, I think it was in 1983, and I went through it again last December, November, December. Great course, and it's all about, you know, connecting with people and being a person of influence and the words that you choose. Now, when it comes to recruiting, the words that you choose is equally as important. Recruiting is the number 1 frustration I think that most people have, and it becomes a real simple process once you understand some fundamentals. But my question for you is, do you understand those, and are you making some common mistakes? The fundamentals begin with as Rob Sperry, the guy who wrote the book, The Game of Networking, calls likability. What's your likability factor? Your profile, your brand. What do you stand for? Do you have an attractive brand? Or are you somebody that is pitching your CBD oil or your skincare product, or, you know, your travel, or whatever it is that you're selling? When somebody goes to your profile, is it, you know, over 50% of your product, service, and opportunity? Because if it is, you're a big turnoff. It's kind of like verbal diarrhea all over people. Don't do that. Don't do that. So some people say they tell me they struggle with recruiting, and I'm like, well, just don't be a weirdo, okay? Step 1, don't be a weirdo. Okay, write that down. That's important. You have to think about why you're here. What does your brand stand for? You know, for me, it's about showing people how to live happy, stay young, and how to inspire other people. A lot of that has to do with the mindset is the living happy part. My products that I sell in my network marketing companies, that's the staying young part. And the inspiring other people is the business part of it, as well as the equipment from a skill set standpoint. The skill I want to really talk to you tonight about, and the skill that I think most people don't have. I know they can do it, but they don't do it because they're all about themselves and making a sale and trying to recruit somebody into their business, is asking questions. Asking questions, you know, it's so doggone easy if you just slow down a little bit and think about what's in it for the other person. Understand this. This is so important. 4 words. Ask questions, solve problems. Ask questions, solve problems. And a big mistake many people make, I've made this many times myself, is I get so excited about my product or my opportunity is I go into, let me tell you how awesome it is. Well, that rarely works. You can't give somebody a solution unless you know what their pain or problem is. So what I want you to do really is I want you to slow down and find out what's missing in the person's life. Is it time? Is it money? Do they have a health challenge? Do they want to lose weight? Do they want to have more hair growth? Do they want more libido? Whatever it is that, you know, your product does. I mean, I have products that do all that and a whole lot more. But whatever your products do, you know, find out if it's even a fit. You know, people, myself included, say, you know, I hate to be sold anything, but if I have a problem and I want to buy it, I'm all about it. Just give me the information. Let me make a smart buying decision. That's what you want to do, is you want to treat people you're talking to on Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever you're talking to people face to face as a real person. Don't be a weirdo, okay? So find out what's important for them. Find out, you know, what it is that's missing for them. And as you do that, you don't want to be a detective and just like hammer questions, but you want to build rapport. You want to engage people in, warm chit chat, warm conversation. You don't want to, go on forever about the kids, the dogs, and all that kind of stuff, but you want to find out if this person is looking for what you have to offer. Kind of makes sense. So ask questions, find out what's important to the person, find out what their needs, goals, desires are, find out what they want. Now, this is an important distinction. Understand that people don't do what they need to do. People do what they want to do. So it's important. You might look at somebody and you might see that they're overweight and they say, oh man, this person really needs to lose weight. Well, they don't care about that. They don't want to. It's not important to them. Find out what's important to them. You got to slow down, ask questions, find out what's important to them, and then tell the story of your product, service, and opportunity in a way that fills in the gaps, that they can see themselves solving a problem. Does that kind of make sense to you? If it does, say that makes sense in the comments below. If you're struggling with recruiting and sponsoring people, say, I want to learn more in the comments below. Here's why. It's because I am going to be putting together another training on sponsoring and recruited. I've recruited hundreds of people, probably over 500 people in my career. And that comes from me being able to connect with people, find out what's important to them, and then see if they're a fit. Not everybody's a fit for what I have, and that's okay. That's okay. Don't make it about you. Really make it about the other person. You're in this profession, the network marketing profession, because my guess is that you want to have a better quality of life for yourself and your family. My question for you is that if you're not signing up business builders, are you talking about the business? Most people don't do that. Most people are afraid. And it's not right or wrong if somebody's interested in the business or not. It just is. Oftentimes, I think people make it about themselves. If somebody says they're not interested, they take that as a rejection. They're like, oh, stab me in the heart. I mean, my life is over. My business is going to fail. And that's just all hogwash. You're just looking for people who are looking for what you have to offer. So, the biggest take-home message here is get good at asking questions. Find out what's important for the individual. And if you're looking to enroll business people, ask people a simple question like, how do you see this business fitting into your life over the next 30 to 90 days? Because you want to know where it is. Is it, like an hour a day, an hour a week? Is it 10 hours a day? Is it, 10 hours a week? No right or wrong answer. You're just trying to figure out where they are. And then when they tell you what their income goals are, then you can see if there's a fit between their time commitment and actually what they want to achieve financially. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If you have any questions about sponsoring or recruiting or the proper questions, leave them in the comment section below. And you can always reach out to me, private message me. If you're struggling really bad and you want to set up a strategy session with me, a breakthrough session, I'm willing to do that for the first 2 people that reach out to me and say, yep, I want a 30-minute complimentary breakthrough strategy session. And we'll do some role playing. We'll figure out what's working and what's not working for you. Does that sound fair enough? Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Remember this, you have a choice. Make it a better than terrific day and a prosperous one because you deserve it. So let me leave you with one last thing. Questions are the answer to almost all of your problems. You ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers. Till we talk again, peace. Bye-bye for now.